if I talk about my fellow students, many of them get into excellent universities, Ivy League universities, including my own brother and my other fellow students who have been accepted into Cambridge, Oxford, Columbia. But there is no federal funding to support their university education. My own brother, we could not send him because of the funding. If there is any federal funding from these universities, because they're credible students who have been accepted from
Punjab Education Endowment Fund has now been graduated to Pakistan Education Endowment Fund. And this is, again, I said, based purely on merit. So this fund has come to action, and we will certainly, of course, we cannot meet ever increasing requirement. Although if I have funds, I would spend all these funds to finance your education bills. But there is a limit. Within that limit, inshallah, we will certainly, take up this issue, and this is very, very near and dear to my heart.
Pakistan, as we know, is one of the most vulnerable countries to climate change. हम लोग climate change पे इतना contribute नहीं करते हैं जितना हम उससे affect होते हैं. This is a major problem, and as I'm aware that we plan to become from the top 25 economies of the world.
Pakistan is one of those unfortunate countries, the first 10 countries around the globe which is exposed to climate change. And we had a very, very bitter taste of it back in 2022 when large swaths of our land, particularly in Sindh and Balochistan, were submerged, and the country suffered a loss of $30 billion. Just keep in mind that we contribute to these emissions not even a fraction of a percent. Not even a fraction. And yet we are the most affected country. Finally, young boys and girls, I'd like to congratulate you for two things. Pakistan was a victim of aggression in the month of May. Uncalled for. This Pahalgam incident, sad as it was, and it is, Pakistan had no contribution in that. Two, I offered a straight proposal to Eastern neighbor that let's have this matter investigated by an international body comprising of countries which both countries would agree to. India never even commented on this proposal, let alone, agree or disagree. And then on 6th and 7th of May, they attacked Pakistan. And as a result, 55 innocent Pakistanis were martyred in Bahawalpur, other places, and then, of course, in Azad Jammu and Kashmir. And hundreds were injured. And we defended our country. That was our basic duty, our responsibility. In that self-defense, action, 6 planes were downed. And then, as if it was not enough, during the night of 9th and 10th May, India attacked Pakistan again. And then in retaliation, on 10th morning, we responded with full might, which taught our enemy a lesson of their life. What I want to really bring up over here is, it was the result of unity of thought and action. The entire nation, from Karachi to Peshawar, was supporting our armed forces, and our armed forces showed the highest level of professionalism, acumen, and bravery, and that led to this victory. Alhamdulillah, we won this conventional war through modern techniques, modern technology, and so on and so forth. And flashing point of a nuclear war never came. By the grace of God, inshallah, it will never come. Our nuclear program is for our self-defense. It is not for aggression. Thank you very much. God bless you. Pakistan Zindabad. Very young, enterprising scholars from world-class universities and from areas from Gilgit-Baltistan to Punjab and Fata and all over Pakistan. I think it's really a great initiative taken by Ahsan Iqbal under the umbrella of Udan Pakistan. I'm sure as you will go through these weeks and months to learn and understand the pulls and pushes of governance, gaps you will find, and efficiency and laziness you will observe in various departments, ministries and institutions will be a great learning curve for you. And I'm sure before you join your great universities and institutions, we'll have another session so that I can sit down and listen to your very fact of matter analysis, feedback, and which will be very, very helpful for me and my colleagues to further improve our system of governance. It's now about 15 to 16 months that we are in charge of federal government. And when we took over, Pakistan had just come out of a very serious threat of default. It was the month of June 2023. I was in Paris and our fate was hanging in the balance. Overwhelming majority was of the view that we are going to, God forbid, default on our payments, our sovereign commitments, and minority was of the view that we'll probably escape this disaster. And if you ask me, until I had met managing director of IMF in Paris, I was not sure. I was sure that we will not default, but I didn't know that we will be able to achieve a program in this short span of time. As luck would have it, we were able to avoid default after my marathon discussion with Managing Director IMF. I was then the Prime Minister of PDM government.
आप कहीं भी हो, वक्त कोई भी हो, वाकिफ रहें दुनिया भर के अहम हालात, वाकयात और अहम खबरों से। अभी सुनो न्यूज़ का यूट्यूब चैनल सब्सक्राइब करें और क्लिक करें बेल आइकन पर और हमेशा बाखबर रहें।